The executive governor of Ekiti State, Fayemi, has revealed what Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi told him as regards contesting for the post of president come 2023. The Ekiti State Governor made this known during an interview while speaking on the issue of zoning with the All Progressives Congress (APC) party. While addressing the issue of zoning, Fayemi disclosed that he was never an advocate of zoning. For him, in a country like Nigeria with different cultures, religion and ethnicity, what should be the concern is the actual representation of the people. The governor also stated that excellent Nigerians come from all parts of Nigeria and there is no place that cannot produce competent people capable of leading the country aright. While addressing the issue of Ebonyi State governor's defection from PDP to APC, he disclosed that if the governor had the intention of running for the post of president, he is still within his rights as he is qualified and competent enough to do so. However, as regards running for the post of presidency come 2023, Fayemi disclosed that Dave Umahi told him personally that he didn't join APC because he was seeking a presidential ticket. The governor then went on to reveal that when the time comes, candidates from all parts of Nigeria will contest for the party primaries. Okay. Well, Fayemi is still on the side, or that is still opinion, still standing on that opinion that anybody can be can vie for the position of the president. He does not believe in that because everybody in all regions, in every area, in every state, we have a competent people who can vie for this position. I don't know when this guy just woke up. Of course, that is how it ought to be, but you guys have already laid down that foundation, and I don't think there's anything wrong in zoning. It's just matter of agreement because we are not even together as a people. We are just trying to force ourselves, and that is just the way it is. We have different culture. Forget for the fact that we have the same color, we have different culture, we don't even understand ourselves, and communication is very, very key. Communication is very, very key. No matter how eloquent you are, if you don't understand somebody, how would you be able to forge ahead? It's only when you understand the language you can write, then you can say, okay, let me even write, even if you cannot speak. But you have to have an understanding of what you are asking, or you are speaking, or you are discussing with somebody. If you don't understand the language, nothing for you. You know, when you talk about English, because we feel that, okay, because that is our official language. No matter how eloquent somebody can be, can be in speaking in English, if you don't understand Igbo, that is it. You can't communicate. You cannot communicate. Even if you understand Hausa, you don't understand Igbo, and you are coming together with somebody else with that language, you can't even understand. And it's very, very key. If you don't understand what I'm saying, we can't even move on. You have to go and look for interpreter. So even in our culture, in our food, in everything, we are very, very different. We are just trying to manage ourselves. We are just trying to cope. It's not because of anything. You see people living in Nigeria, they are going to other country, going to all this wise man's country. Even if you can even speak the language a bit, but their culture, their whatever, is not the same as you are. Not the same. You can't even cope. That's why you just have to take everything along your side, along with you. You know, that's your own, I would like put it, your own culture. Yes, your own culture is still your culture. So in Nigeria, we're just trying to force ourselves to come together. So since it has been like that, before we were doing our separate things, before we were merged together. And when you talk about zoning, it is important. It's very, very important. But since that is how it has been laid, and a lot of people they've enjoyed it, and now it is now another people's turn, you are now saying it does not matter. I'm even surprised that this kind of statement is coming from Fayemi. We've been hearing this even before 2019 election, that this guy is working the waka kurukere to outsmart his own oga. His oga is Tinubu. All of them. Now Tinubu be their oga. We've been hearing it. Even some group in the US, even before 2019 elections, we heard that they said this guy has been doing a lot of things. He has been working some things underground. Not until last week, it was not clear to everybody that yes, this man has been trying to outsmart his boss, who is a Tinubu. And a lot of people have told us the way at manner to which he came back, and they embraced him and they packaged him when he went on house exile. Now see what he's talking about. Even if Umahi has told you whatever, or do you think Umahi will not tell you, oh, I'm coming because I want to be president, whatever. He's not going to say it. He will still maintain it. That is how all of them will always talk. Even up to now, Tinubu has not even come out to tell us that he wants to vie for the position of the president. He has not come out officially, but the whole thing is all over the place. When the time comes, he will tell you, he will do that. He will not come and tell you that this and that. Even when they were asking him, sometime last year or so, he said, oh, or this year, he said, oh, that is not his problem for the now, that he wants Buhari to concentrate on his government, and he wouldn't want any form of distraction, meaning that it is not yet time to speak. Just the same way Goodluck Jonathan was asked when people, some APC members or governors went to see him, and we've been hearing the rumor here and there that yeah, this and that is going to, they want to coerce him to join APC so that he can run for the presidency and all of that. Oh, he said, I don't even think so, that this is not the right time. That is what they always talk about. This is not the right time. And people are asking, even if Dave Umahi had told Fayemi that this is his intention, you think he will come out and tell us, let them be playing games. So for this man to be saying this and that, anybody can be this, anybody can be that, like for real. And meanwhile, the northerners, they are now looking for loopholes because they are beginning to see that Fashola has been, tilting to the idea of it has to be from the southwest, because there was a gentleman agreement. Of course, if they did not even write it down, and I'm even surprised they did not even put that thing down. And some people are like, oh no, you don't have to, if really we are trustworthy people, even when you say your word should be your word. It does not matter that, oh, every conversation we have with your friends, every conversation we have with people who are close to you, have to be documenting it, you have to be signing it. It does not go that way. Your word is your word. You cannot come back and say, oh, maybe I made that statement, or I made that promise under duress, or I didn't know what I was talking about. It shows that something is really wrong somewhere. That is what a lot of people are trying to relate it with. But to me, something as big as this, you can't just say, oh, gentleman agreement. Even within the APC, you can't just say gentleman agreement. There must be a written document as to what will be the next, what will be the next. Everybody just assume. Don't you know, people, with all these politicians, you are doing things with politicians and you are saying, oh, a gentleman agreement, we have agreed on this, we have agreed on that. Even the things that are documented, the constitutions, that is why at times I always have a issue with lawyers. That why should we even be arguing in the first place? The law is there. It has been stipulated there. The constitution is there. So why should we be going back and forth when some people are supposed to do this particular thing with the way constitution is being stipulated? They will still do it. You don't need to start arguing back and forth. It is there. So even if they can argue with all the constitution being written down, so what is just a verbal agreement or promise, then you call it gentleman agreement with all these politicians? So that is where I'm even faulting the so-called Jagaban. That means it's not Jagaban. No. If they can, if they don't give you this whole thing, that means you are not in Jagaban. Just go and sit down. Even for them not to, for them to be holding some important meeting in APC, you will not be there, because they are telling you that the position you are holding does not make sense. They just give you, make you not be like saying, just take, and you don't even know that it does not have a authority. That position, the national chairman of the APC, it does not have authority in the party. So what are we talking about? And you come and tell us you are some people call him emeritus or whatever of policies. No. The way they've even bastardized this man, they've thrown him back left, right, and center. If not because of they know all of them, their own day, their body. Was he supposed to have even come back again the way they dealt with him in the first tenure? Now they want to go and bring him again to deceive him. But see what they are doing to him. And after they say, I'm the Jagaban. You can only be Jagaban in Lagos. That is just the fact. You can only be Jagaban in Lagos, because if you can go to this extent and that all of them are now coming back to tell you what is not, telling you cock and bull stories. You see the ulamas, the clerics, some of them that endorsed him, they said, oh, this and this, they are going to support him. All of a sudden, after 2 days, they came back again, or the next day, they came back again. Oh, they denied it, that it was not all of them that concluded that it was only one person that was just trying to appreciate him. So the person cannot speak on behalf of the rest clerics. You see the way they are playing him. So Fayemi is another person. We've been hearing about him that he has been doing making some move, and this week or last week he was able to bring the kind of person he is. So if people cannot say you can't stand by your word, I don't think there's any integrity. And this is where, of course, to me, Buhari does not have integrity. The integrity they said he has no integrity, because if he has integrity, somebody who has integrity will not be running away to speak to his people. If you have integrity, all these things that are happening, you don't even need anybody to remind you before you do that. If you have integrity, you know the agreements you have with Tinubu, then you are now going back using other people to come and thwart that. No. So guys, leave your comment below and let's have your take on this.